blow delivered at the end of this ceremony. All those who wish to make arrangements may do so without let or hindrance. Their Majesties call forth Count William of Fairhaven and Dame Maggie McKee.
On matching blue robes.
Those are very mighty steeds there.
Oh, absolutely.
It is mounted war games after all.
It is. Your Excellency.
Your Majesties,
About 5.5 years ago,
though it seems much longer,
Councillor William and I had the honor to beg a boon.
so we have come before you again to renew this festive occasion for Andreas Blacwode. So Your Majesties, we beg a boon.
If it be a right and proper thing, it shall be yours.
We ask that you affirm the status of Pelican for our dear friend,
Andreas Blacwode.
Call him forth.
Andreas, you are called to answer the summons of their Majesties.
Traperis, traheris, demunictu funeris, habimis extoleris, ad celestia. Si Christo cununeris, et supplicia.
Is there someone to speak of Andreas' courage?
Your Majesties, that is our honor.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
I am Dame Maggie McKee.
I'm Master Fergus McPherson of the Order of the Pelican.
We have been friends of Andreas for many, many years, and we were asked to speak to his courage this day.
There are many definitions to courage. It affects many people in many different ways. But for Andreas, he had the courage to look inward, to look into himself, and find his true self and make it come forward.
He had the courage to see where he had wronged others, make amends for it, and start himself on a new path, one of the hardest things for anyone to do. And Your Majesties, he had the courage to ask you for 13 speakers at his reaffirmation ceremony. Indeed, facing the Dragon Thrones with such a request takes courage.
Truly, truly.
We cannot commend him more than we are to Your Majesties.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. Is there someone to speak to Andreas's generosity?
There's Your Majesties.
Oh, someone in the back.
Let's sneak it out. There's two of us.
There's two of us.
How generous.
Your Majesties. Andreas shows his generosity through his generosity of spirit. He's free with his guidance and his kindness to others.
I am Astamari Zara Tesfaye.
Sorry, yeah.
This is
Rhoda Aldenach, sorry.
I too would speak to Andreas' generosity. I believe we are all familiar with what we can readily see. He lends his voice to our courts, and as his friends know, he happily lends his opinions to us. What many may not know, though, is that Andreas worked as corporate DEI deputy for years, generously giving of his time to take on some of the tedious and necessary tasks to create real change in the SCA. He was there for me at a time when I desperately needed the support and the ear of a friend to do the job, and I'll never forget the many hours he put into helping the SCA and helping me stay sane. Our time is one of the few things we can never get back, and that he gives so generously thereof is to be commended. Thank you, Rich.
Is there someone to speak of Andreas's noblesse?
His Grace approaches. A wild Grace approaches.
Majesties, I am Duke Calamar, and I have come to speak of his virtues with the voice of Duchess Penguistel, by your leave.
Please.
Hear the words of Duchess Penguistel, she who must be obeyed. I would speak to you, Andreas Blacwode, of the virtue of noblesse oblige. 3 things thou must have to fully understand and embrace this virtue. True humility towards all, regardless of rank or privilege. Accept that you will truthfully acknowledge that you do not know everything, but by your honor you will seek out those who might aid you. And lastly, it is an obligation to protect and enrich the ties that bind us together. The final virtue of noblesse oblige is the most difficult to fulfill. That is our dream. This concludes the words of her Grace.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Grace. Is there someone to speak for Andreas's courtesy? Those Adams? Courtesy?
Hi, Your Majesty. Sometimes known as 2/3 of Master Adam, Masters of Defense in the Middle Kingdom. And we would be honored to speak for Andreas on this point. It's difficult to tell a short story about somebody that you have known for a long time.
Long time, and known very well.
And it's difficult to find one short story to tell when there are so many good stories to share about what he has done for your kingdom.
And as a note, being that Andreas is, in fact, known as a bard, he is required to tell you those stories if you ask him.
In fact, the story that we would recommend that you ask him is about the time when he was half of the people who single-handedly saved Rapier for the Middle Kingdom, as we moved from an epee kingdom to a Rapier kingdom in 8 whirlwind weeks.
And he will be the first to tell you that he was the first of that half, as he was the first of the bronze rings.
And a first of so many firsts.
But things that he does, and I have witnessed myself do, with passion and caring and love, sometimes to his detriment, but always in defense and with courtesy of those he loves, and even sometimes those he doesn't.
He has delivered passion and excellence, not just to his home group, but to his kingdom and to our society. And we, Your Majesty,
For this,
cannot recommend him more strongly. He is our peer, as he has been for
5-ish years.
give or take.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there someone to speak of Andreas's humility?
Yes, man.
I come bearing the word myself, Forrest to Gunnar. May I have just come?
Yeah.
Gunnar is not able to be with us today, so I'm speaking for her. There we go. In Buddhism, when following the path of enlightenment, many lessons learned are similar to the lessons or challenges of the peerage path. For example, letting go of ego-driven desires for recognition and control. Cultivating and maintaining an open mind and understanding it's not about self-depreciation, but rather assessing oneself and one's place in the world when fostering genuine connections and understanding others. I believe that Andreas was able to recognize and achieve each of these lessons, and he did not stop there. He now teaches these lessons to his proteges and others. Your Majesty, I feel Andreas Blacwode continues to be a notable example of a Pelican, a leader, showing the virtue of humility, sharing compassion and wisdom through his work, and I am proud to stand by Andreas' side today, even though I stand with him metaphorically. Forrester Gunnar. And as far as my words, Your Majesties, he is a Pelican and he is humble.
Thank you, sir. Is there someone to speak for Andreas' prowess?
Your Majesty, there are two of us.
Always coming with a lance. It's going to be good.
As my brother knight approaches, by Your Majesty's leave, I will speak first. Prowess is the field upon which each peer is made. On the martial peerages upon the field, be it chivalry, maud, or mark, it is their prowess on the respective field. For laurel, it is prowess within the arts, the sciences, and the research. All peerages are based upon service, but one demonstrates the prowess of service, of organization and execution. Andreas, upon many different courts, has written the court processes. He has written multiple different ceremonies. And for Midrealm 50, with the exception of dance, was in charge of organizing all of the performing arts. Your Majesty, this man has shown prowess in service.
Your Majesties, I am Robert Downey Rockhollickson, Knight, which means that I serve at the pleasure of this crown. And I am what I am. And what I am is this man's friend. And it takes courage and prowess to deal with someone like me. The reality of prowess is that you are not born with it. You must earn it. How do you earn prowess? You fail over and over and over. But you keep in your heart the faith that you, the ones that he serves, are worthy. I rededicate myself to be worthy of this man's service, to be worthy of his prowess in his love. You, sir, are the hospitaller of my heart.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you.
Is there someone to speak of Andreas' franchise?
Yes, Your Majesties. I'm Countess Isolde.
And I'm Count William, and unaccustomed as we are to speaking at these affairs.
Franchise isn't about doing something.
Franchise isn't something you can learn.
Franchise is about being who you are.
Franchise is about being the knightly you.
It's about being the best, most chivalrous knightly you that you can be.
It's about being the knight you know you are.
So that's why it's not enough for Andreas to just be himself.
He strives to be his knightly self.
And that's a better self than who he was before.
We recommend him to Your Majesties without reservation.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. Andreas, do you still wish to reaffirm as a member of the Order of the Pelican?
This is the duty of the honest minister. I do.
Will you give us your word once again that you will continue to fulfill the requirements set forth for the governance of this order as you most surely have till now?
This is the duty of the honest minister. I will.
Is there a surcoat?
It's coming.
Wear this surcoat as an outward token of your new station.
Is there a medallion?
Several, Your Majesties.
Figured. Always on. Then take from our hands the symbol of nobility and token of our esteem. Wear it proudly that all may recognize you for your service as we have acknowledged on this day.
Is there a cap of maintenance?
Yes, there is, Your Majesties.
Wear this cap as an outward token of your new station. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
We now will reaffirm your oath.
Hic fianciam juro et humagiam ago, corane regni medii, corane severi in omnibus rebus, meminisse communitatis et benignitatis, estimare justica mane, lucrum privatum laborare in bonum commune, vocupratare regnum et societatem, et floriant et crescant, et dignus esse titulo Pelicani.
Do you swear?
Hic per honorum et manum et cor meum yogo ego. Andreas Blacwode.
Do you swear?
This by my hand, my heart, do I swear. This is the duty of the honest minister.
This do we hear, and shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given. Fealty with love, service with honor, and oath breaking with justice.
In remembrance of oaths given and received.
In remembrance of your obligation.
Be thou
a good pelican.
Andreas will now receive a buffet. This is a physical blow.
Andreas, as we have talked and agreed, you will receive a blow from His Majesty. Let this blow signify the pain of service and sacrifice.
Well done.
Come on now. So I can see people. People of the Midrealm, I present to you the reaffirmed Radisman Andreas Blacwode.